Welcome to the Zero Credibility Sports Award. This is our inaugural sporting award event where we're going to give out certain awards to who we think are the greatest, greatest sporting moments of this year and the worst sporting moments of this year. And should we give out all the categories first?
Just go one category at a time.
All right. Anyways, this is going to be better than the ESPYs for sure. All right. This is going to be better. This is going to be better and more entertaining than every other.
Certainly the ESPYs, because that's not a great award.
Trash. It's trash.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think ours is just going to be much more entertaining, have much more banter, and we're going to have much better picks, and we're going to, do some people justice over here. And let's go. So we're going to start with our first category. So for the first category, we want to start off with our favorite sporting moment of the year. So Harry, do you want to go first, or do you want?
Oh no, I actually don't have a winner in some of these categories, so I'm just going to go work off you in certain categories.
So you have a favorite already?
I actually don't have a favorite. I've been racking my brains. I can't come up with one. But so
okay,
what are you?
I thought of 3 favorite sporting moments.
Okay, so I'll work off you and see. I'll pick one from you.
Okay, so the moments I'll give you a list of my favorite sporting moments. Then, but
it's going to be according to not according, but it should be.
It's my personal. It's my personal.
Yeah, it'll be aligned with your biases, with your favorite.
Why did you use the word biases? I just think it was the moment that I really loved. Okay, I think that's the way you put it, right? Yeah, okay, you can use the word biases, but
I suppose
you make it sound like it shouldn't be that because you're biased towards it. No, but it's just for me. It's my favorite sporting.
Okay, fine.
Okay, now can I give my list of my favorite sporting moments?
Is it going to involve England?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
So my favorite sporting moments, tell me it's not going to
be involving MMA or wrestling or something.
Why not?
All right, fine.
It's mine.
Okay, that's right. So that's what I mean.
Harry,
I don't mean.
Should we all think like you?
No. I'm not saying.
All right, I'm just gonna go.
Go.
Tiger winning again.
Okay.
Winning the Vascular Championship, wearing his traditional red top.
Okay.
Yeah.
That didn't register, but fine. No. I can certainly understand that.
One of my favorite moments of the year.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury waking up from the dead.
Oh, so
after
it's
that second knockout. Yeah, that moment where he woke up. I'm not saying the result.
Okay. And you watched it live.
I watched it live.
Did you watch it live?
Yeah, I watched it live.
So you saw him getting up,
I was like,
rise from the dead.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I can understand why that could be a favorite moment.
Yeah, because if you watch the replay, he got 2 big punches, one right and the left. He was knocked silly.
No,
and when you're knocked, the person's knocked out cold when his head slaps the canvas.
Okay. Look, I'm not a boxing fan by any means, but I can certainly appreciate that as a favorite moment for you, or for if I had watched it for someone like me. Although I wouldn't, because I'm not a fan.
England getting...
Oh, here we go.
Nah, it's okay. That would be like...
you got me there.
When you said England, I'll be like...
You got me there.
Okay, there was a... Okay, this is more of an honorable mention. That didn't even make my top 5, but it was when they won the penalty shootout, because I was in a bar full of England fans.
Oh, okay.
But no, this is within my top 5. Roger Federer winning his 20th Australian Open title. Okay, you're a hater.
Is it because he won his 20th, or is it because he just won a Grand Slam?
20th.
But 20th is pretty arbitrary, right? It's just a round number.
Yeah, but at that age, okay. I mean, for me, okay, stop it, man. That's just for me.
No, but I'm pointing out not necessarily bias, but a irrationality. In other words, is it because it's the number?
It's just for me. Yeah, no, it's just.
But is it because it's the number 20, or is it because he just won another Grand Slam?
It's number 20 for me. That's it. And he won. Yeah, that's it.
But why should 20 be?
I didn't expect him to win it at this age when you obviously see him deteriorating in terms of his athletic capabilities.
If he had won his 19th, let's say, would it also be a favorite moment, or you wouldn't? So it's only because of 20.
I'll name the others, and then maybe you could
But this is where I say I would question this, because no one says that you get to 20, you get to a special category. 20 is just a round number.
For me, it is. Okay, that's it. I don't know what you're trying to get at, but I just told you why.
Yeah. All right.
And I'd say when LeBron moved to the Lakers, that was a
favorite moment
for me. Yeah, it was. I was like, oh
why?
Shit! He's wearing the.
20. Are you a Lakers fan?
Not really.
Okay, is it because he's in LA?
Moving. Yeah, it was such a big moment.
Okay, but I want to unpack it. Is it because he's moving to the Lakers, or is he just moving away from Cleveland, or is he just moving to the Western Conference, or what is it?
I think it's just he's everything's kind of like new, right? He's moving to the Western Conference.
Okay.
Moving to a big, like a team with a lot of history.
I can see that,
like,
yeah.
A lot of greats.
There's a novelty factor.
Yeah, novelty. And he's like, is he gonna, carve out something crazy over there? Like,
Okay.
it just keeps your mind thinking, right? Like,
Right. But
is he
we
gonna
have to
carve
understand
out-
that you are a LeBron fan.
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan. Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah.
So it appeals to you're not person, but you are vested in this story.
Yeah, I
as
am.
opposed to say Kawhi or Kevin Durant, even though they're not as good
I'm
of a
into
player.
the stories as well, but like, it's just like, like for me, like I'm just a big fan of like LeBron.
Okay, that's fine. I can certainly understand all of them.
And
who am I?
My last one that kicked England's like penalty. That kicked England winning that penalty shootout out of the top 5.
Ah, okay.
It was the USA curling team winning the gold during the Olympics.
What?
Yeah, it's
Do you even watch curling?
no, but I watched the highlights and I saw like how they looked, and I was like, "This is cool."
By the way, I watch. I won't say I watch, but I understand a little bit about curling, and I do get caught up in it a little bit.
It looks like.
Do you
it looks
understand?
like
I sort of get to
understand.
understand. It's very much like shuffleboard.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Strategic.
no, but it's more of like the memes that were generated out of it. But don't you think
I
like
don't-
they all
no,
look
this
like
is
some like
garbage.
they all
This
look
is-
like dads, and they just decided to go.
No,
and
you're
break-
not taking this seriously.
No, but it was still a favorite moment for me. Like, unless you can like name other moments which you think like should be up there. Okay, since I named my 5,
But why the US? Like, is it to do with anyone on the team, or is it just because it's the US? Like, I don't.
no, it's just that like
Understand why.
it just apparently they're not favorites. And if you look at the US curling,
Yeah, the
men
US
team,
curling is. I think they are one of the favorites. Like
they were underdogs. No, they were
Okay,
underdogs.
they might be under, but it's not like the US have won curling medals in the past.
Yeah, probably. But I'm saying for this, there was like such an underdog. And if you look at them,
Oh, are they really? Okay, here we go
Look
with
at
this.
them.
And look at what you're getting too caught. Curling doesn't involve hardly anything.
I know, but
any of
just
like, I
look
don't know
at it.
why
It
you're
just-
getting
it just-
caught up in it.
it just looks like these bunch
No.
of guys just like, yo guys, for this holiday, this lads trip, let's go. Let's do some curling.
Okay, see,
and
this
let's
is a
win the
pattern
gold.
here. You feel like sport. Now, in most instances, it is true that you need to look like a sports
No,
person.
I'm not saying. But I'm
in
just saying,
in
adds to
certain
the
sports,
story.
it doesn't matter how you look or how great or how fit you
I'm
are.
not saying it does.
Okay, but you're commenting on image again.
Look at that stash. Look at that
Okay,
mustache.
That's fine.
I think it. Don't you think it gives the team a bit more character?
No,
If they
I
look like
don't.
this?
I just
think it looks cool.
I think that's a sport where it doesn't really matter how fit you are or how strong you are. It's about strategy. It's about skill, and that's good.
Man, I just you know why can't you just take it like this? Look at it. Looked like a bunch of American dads
No,
went to
no,
Pyeongchang and went
You're
USA.
getting too
USA,
caught up in imagery.
USA.
You're getting too caught up in imagery. And okay, fine, whatever. And sports shouldn't be about that, right?
I mean, sometimes it is. It's just like, wow, what a moment, Like they went
Okay.
to North Korea where they've been spitting all this anti-American
actually,
propaganda,
Did they
and
go
these
to
a bunch
North
of
Korea?
Pyeongchang.
No, that's not North Korea. That's South
That's in
Korea.
between, right?
No, that's South Korea.
Oh, it's okay. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. But they went like, close to the North Korean border and showed them what
close.
USA is about. USA, USA,
Ah, so
USA.
this- okay, geopolitics. Okay, fine. So these. Okay, fine. I can.
Okay, what's your favorite
with the
moment now? Can you
exception of
name
the-
a
with
moment
the
now?
exception of the last one where.
Okay, could you name your any favorite moment at least? Then I'll tell you my favorite moment out of the 5.
Favorite moment. I really can't come up with one because I don't evaluate sports the way you do. So maybe that's why I haven't.
Yeah, Harry has no soul. He doesn't get excited about sports at all.
No.
Nothing
I
makes him
appreciate-
jump in the stands except when Messi scores goals. So surely you
no.
could say at least like when Messi played well in the World Cup, that was your favorite sporting moment.
You know what? I will say this. I don't know if that's my favorite moment, but that really was a great moment when he scored against Nigeria.
Okay,
was it Nigeria?
Yeah, Nigeria.
Yeah.
The one where
That
they got
goal.
them through. Yeah.
That goal. Oh, you didn't get them through because Marcos Rojo, of all people, got them through.
Yeah.
Remember,
yeah.
remember that?
So unexpected.
Yeah.
So unexpected.
Oh, but anyone can score like in any moment, right? But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw it, but that was like, wow, Manchester
I watched that
United.
match because I wanted Nigeria to go through, and it looked like it.
Because you're such an anti-Messi guy, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
because Nigeria had a fire like football kit.
Again, based on image. But anyway, your boy Marcus Rojo actually did a solid for
Solid
Argentina.
job, yeah, he did.
Now, he didn't really do much on the defensive end, but that goal did send him through. So that's well, I don't think it's a great moment, but the Messi goal was certainly a great moment.
Okay, so because
That was the goal.
Harry can't come up with any other moments, so I'll just say that's his favorite.
Do you think
moment.
that's technically the best goal of the tournament? Maybe there's someone better, but just technically, maybe someone scores a more important
I'm not
goal.
going there. Okay, let's move on to the next category.
Does that stand out? Does that stand out as the goal of the tournament for you?
Technically,
Like in a technical sense, not in a obviously the goal in the final or maybe someone else.
but I mean, like Kylian Mbappe had a lot of these where he ran and then he cut in fake and then he took a shot. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
but that
as
was
well.
set up. Okay, who was it
not
that set up for
he
Messi? Messi took 3 touches and there were immaculate touches, right? And he scores a goal from the right. From his weak foot, that just I think that's the goal.
If
I mean,
you say technically, I was going to say Pavard's drop volley.
that's one kick. Sorry, one touch, right?
Yeah.
This is 3 touches, so it's technically much more difficult.
Nah, I think Pavard's one. Okay, but whatever.
Okay.
But like that was a great moment because that was you could say that was the where the switch was flipped for Argentina to win the game.
Yeah, and I think because Messi, in all honesty, did not.
And he played that ball for one of the goals as well. He played that long ball for someone to kick it in. Because the score was 3-2, right?
Are you talking about against
Nigeria.
France? No,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I think it was France against Aguero in the last. It was 4-1.
Yeah,
and
where
they made
he
it
kicked the
4-2.
long
Oh no,
ass-
4-3. Made it 4-2 to made it 4-3. But yeah,
Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, sorry, that was a different moment. But
Yeah.
yeah, I seen Messi had like a bunch of moments.
no, but that was to me that was the moment. That was if you're just talking. If
That
you
was Harry's favorite moment.
Strip of context. If you're just talking in pure sort of theatrical sort of
Where
moment.
you were like joyed. Like,
I think so because I think he was under pressure. He did miss
Harry,
a
are you
penalty.
scared to show your feelings?
No. Hold on. I have to be fair. He did miss a penalty.
Yeah, he did.
Now, Ronaldo also missed a penalty as well. That also dropped points, I believe. He missed a penalty that dropped him 2 points. That was crucial. And he didn't, I don't know if he didn't play well, but it's just his team. They were actually right in it against Croatia until the 75th minute or whatever. And remember that Caballero,
yeah.
and then
Mistake.
the floodgates opened because they were chasing the game. So if they had, they could have been outplayed and still been a draw.
Harry
but
here's
okay.
apologizing for.
No,
Okay,
I
okay,
just
I'm
criticized
kidding.
that he was under pressure and rightly so. Maybe not as much pressure as people want to
Okay,
put him
so-
on.
let's get
and
back to the awards.
score that goal.
God, yeah.
That might have been my favorite.
Harry, we have an award
Moment.
show to carry out.
Yeah. So if you're asking me on the fly, I would say. And it was prompted by you, I guess.
You can change
that
it
was
anytime in the show,
probably
right? If something pops up,
that
just
was
say-
probably my favorite moment.
Okay,
that
we'll
gave me
round
the
it.
greatest amount of
Excitement and joy and
gave me the greatest amount of sort of
Emotion overload.
adrenaline boost.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mine was Tiger winning again.
But did you watch it or you didn't?
Nope. But
'Cause I
when
watched it-
when I woke up and I saw it, I was like, Tiger won?
Oh, but he was getting close.
Yeah, no,
He was
but
getting,
like
he's been getting so it wasn't
but
surprising.
He was like
if he
close,
wins the
so close, but no cigar for so long that
but that's not that important. Like the major is the most important, right?
Yeah,
it's the
but-
only important thing
But
for
still,
him.
like it was like at the tail end
Baby
of the
steps.
season, you know, at the tail end of the
Baby
season.
steps, you're right.
At the tail end of the season where you're like,
Okay.
yeah, he'll probably be in top 5 again.
Okay.
No one would have thought it, and he won, and
Okay.
and I woke up like, dude, comeback! What a comeback! You know?
Okay. I think I'll be more impressed if he actually wins.
A major,
A
yeah.
major,
No, I
yeah.
agree with you. Of course, that would be like Tiger's back, you know. Like now it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Tiger's back, you know.
Yeah.
But if he wins a major, it's like, yo, Tiger's back.
But you know, for those maybe people don't realize, but he's won tournaments. He's ranked number 1 in the world after his comeback, after his 2000 and was it 2010 or was it 2009? I think it was 2009 when he drove into the fire hydrant on Thanksgiving night. So he's won he was number 1 in the world. He's won tournaments since that infamous incident.
I know. But then after his latest like surgery,
right,
he
and
has
also perhaps worse
Having that
is
back
when
fused
he
again.
got arrested. Remember that?
Yeah.
That
When he was
photo.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah, but you know what?
It was actually pathetic, really.
Oh man, pathetic. That's such a like mean word.
Well, actually, but it is. I don't mean it in a.
Don't you feel like he wasn't on alcohol or anything? He was on a medical prescribed
But
drugs.
now I'm going to the images, but sometimes you can't help it when you look at a
Oh,
mugshot.
the image looked like I know
Just
what you
if you
mean.
put up
If you
the-
don't read the news, the image looked like, man, what's he been doing? Like it looks
But
like
if
he's
you-
came out of a
I'm
drug
serious.
den.
But look at the. We
That's
are,
right. That's going to be the cover photo
visual-
for this award show.
We are we're visual creatures, and look at that
and
mugshot.
then you keep like coming at me for so it's just the image.
No, but that is different because I'm not judging his athletic prowess. I'm just judging him by looking at the mugshot.
It goes to the major point of like
Didn't it look like
creatures,
a pathetic figure? Like look.
Yeah,
look
it looked like, man,
it really
shit,
looked pathetic.
shit has gotten worse from before.
So when I say
agree with you.
pathetic, I don't mean as in like it just looked very pathetic from someone who was at the top of
Okay,
his
that's
world.
better, but you said, doesn't it look so perfect? You sounded so so vile.
No, I mean it in a literal sense. It looked really pathetic, right? It looked so.
I know what
not
you're
in an
trying to say,
editorial way, but just in a literal
If I
way.
didn't allow you to elaborate more,
my
it just,
gosh!
If I didn't,
Look at that.
If I didn't allow you to elaborate,
We're looking at the
Tiger's
mugshot.
mugshot.
Oh my gosh!
Dude,
it really was.
Doesn't his eyes look fierce like a tiger? Whew.
Like it seemed like he's out of it, right? I mean, they picked him up obviously in the middle of the night.
If you first seen the photo without a headline, you probably say, "Oh shit, Tiger Woods been on some heavy ass drugs."
You might think it might be someone else, or it might not be
recreational
him. It might be like a mock-up or something. But I think they picked him up and he was asleep at the wheel or something.
Yeah.
And
He couldn't walk
obviously
straight
they
and-
had to take it on that night, so he was seemingly still under the influence.
Yeah.
So this looked like a kind of very sad and pathetic figure.
But for everyone, it's not really his fault. It's like medically proposed, recommended drugs for him to take after surgery.
Why is he in the car?
Yeah, maybe. Okay, fine. Or whatever. But yeah.
Okay.
Tiger's back.
Okay.
Tiger's back, baby.
Okay, next category.
To the biggest controversial sporting moment of this year.
I have...
Just go with yours. Just go with yours.
Do you
first.
want me to go?
Yeah, let's go. Go, baby.
The biggest controversy by far to me is the decision in the World Cup final. The VAR decision in the World Cup final. The Football World Cup final. Do you remember that?
In the final.
Yeah.
The decision.
Well, the VAR decision. So
the VAR decision.
Yeah.
The offside.
yeah, no, it wasn't offside. It was a handball.
Handball.
In the penalty. It gave France a penalty where it should not have
been.
given, and that ruined the game.
Was it because ball to hand, right?
It was too close for it to be
Intentional
or intentional handball.
Ivan Perisic. It was Ivan Perisic.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was just way too close, and he was just using his hand to jump up. Now,
Yeah, I remember that.
If you want to say that's
image popping up.
if you want to say that's a penalty because he's using his hand as like he's using the fact that you're trying to jump up as a cover to actually make yourself bigger, then I actually think there is some merit to that.
Controversial. Like, I better label this category much better. When I mean controversial, it doesn't mean decision. It just means controversial.
That's a moment.
Controversial moment that happened in sport.
Yeah, to me, we had
okay.
this conversation after this. To me, that rendered the match to me, no one won and no one lost. I still go by that.
I wish Justin was here, man. We would be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
No, because this was. It's one thing if a team didn't deserve to win it by any means, by some means, right? By a luck, by a own goal or whatever. This was robbed because of a bad decision. So to me,
have you said this on air? If you said this on air, I'm just not gonna I'm just gonna okay, cool. That's your pick. Can I go for my picks now?
Yeah, are we on there? We're on air, right?
Yeah, we're on air.
Yeah, so that's my controversial decision
moment. Okay.
Yes, and I'll never.
You can't let it go.
I will never look past it. It'll always be to me that it's left vacant. Like France didn't win, Croatia didn't lose. Croatia didn't win, France didn't lose.
Man, if you had Instagram, people would be coming at your neck.
I wouldn't be receiving any. I wouldn't care. But anyway, but why do you go by just because it's a bad decision by administrative official?
No, but you shouldn't.
It's misapplied. So
you shouldn't like. This doesn't mean the result is void, right?
It actually was void. Goals changes matches.
Okay.
Right.
Then
in a court of law, it's one thing if a lawyer argues someone else better, but it's another when it's a misapplied. If a rule or procedure is misapplied, and you know what it should be, it becomes a mistrial. So in this case, to me, it's the equivalent of a mistrial. So to me, whatever result is rendered void to me.
It's different. It's a sport game. It's a sport.
Yeah, it's one
It's a
thing, and
game.
it's a one thing if a referee makes a bad decision on the fly. This, you have a chance. That's what the whole VAR is for, and you misused it, or you screwed up big time.
Okay.
So this coupled with another dubious penalty, free kick decision that awarded France, which in itself to me doesn't render a void, but coupled with the bad decision, it totally ruins the game. Okay, so that's you asked for it. I'm giving you the answer.
Okay, it's your it's your. I'm not questioning it.
Yeah.
Okay, it's yours.
And you don't have to agree with. Obviously, you
yeah,
don't.
of course, it's your personal like controversial
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
So mine, I have I don't have 5. I have a few.
Yeah.
I have J.R. Smith during the NBA Finals.
Okay.
First game where
Okay.
he didn't know what the score was.
Yep.
The Wilder and Fury decision.
Okay.
The Triple G and Canelo decision.
Oh, did
The
they
second
fight
fight
this?
this
Oh,
year,
okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah.
The Copa Libertadores riots.
Oh, okay, that certainly would. Yeah, that certainly should qualify.
But my winner was
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson being released from jail.
That's right. He was released this year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and like this is right after like all these documentaries,
Yep.
these award-winning documentaries being put up after him, and he comes out of jail. Not only that, he comes out enjoying life. Heads to Vegas, like taken in with photos with many young blonde white girls.
Okay, but that shouldn't matter, should it?
It shouldn't, but it's just like for me, it's just like wow.
No, I
dude,
agree with you.
This guy could have possibly just murdered someone, and now he's out here just partying.
Well, I think he did. I think most people believe
yeah,
he did.
He did, yeah. You know.
Okay, so do you have quick thoughts on that or no?
Yeah, I just like, how is he out here? What's wrong? We all know that. I mean, I don't know if we all know, but it seems like there's something wrong with the U.S. justice system, right?
Well,
This bail system and like it's so
no,
complex.
but hold on. So he was in it not for the murder. He was
In it for
the robbery.
Yeah,
okay.
the armed robbery.
So strictly by that, I think
no,
he
this
was in
double
it.
jeopardy thing. What do you think of
No,
that?
it's not about the double. I think it's just the judge was trying to make up for the double murder by putting him in for 33 years or whatever for robbing, which is excessive. But obviously, we know it's not the reason why he was in jail.
Yeah, but everyone would know why. Like at the end of the day, they will still know he's in jail because he murdered someone.
Yeah. So if the judge says, "Listen, I strictly on this charge, it's way too much, but I'm gonna go by what everyone else believes is you're serving the sentence of a previous crime that you got off on."
Yeah.
I'm good with that, but I can't fault whoever it is, the judge or the panel of judges who said, "Hey, strictly on this, you've done the time, and I have to sort of release you. You've been in there far longer than the time that is actually."
No, but
proportionate, right? Then it's actually deserved or justified.
I think what's more interesting is like from watching all these documentaries and showpieces about the O.J. Simpson case.
Oh, the best one is the ESPN one, right?
The 30 for 30.
Yeah. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I watched that one, and I watched the one where Cuba.
Oh, so that's not documentary. That's a great show.
Biopic, yeah. Biopic. I think that's
I don't
that's
think
the
it's
word.
no, I don't think it's a.
Or is that a period piece or whatever you want to call it?
No, it's based on the book, but that was a very good drama series.
Yeah, drama series, and it shows you that O.J. Simpson is probably a sociopath. Like
he is.
Yeah.
Look, by definition, if you murder the way that he did murder his wife or
and the
ex-wife,
partner,
it's certainly your wife, then you're a sociopath, right?
I think, but there's another layer to that.
And the fact, forget about murder, you beat someone up, you beat your wife up. The way
I think that's like a very common. But I think I don't know what separates him from the rest of these. What separates like him from the rest of these other like evil people. Is that he had the nerve to release a book to try and to make money off a book called If I Did It.
Yeah.
What the like what is wrong with like.
I can understand how
now he's out here enjoying
got
life.
so many fans while he was playing football. He was beloved. He was before Magic Johnson. He was the ultimate corporate salesperson.
Yeah, and it was during a time where racism was still like very evident.
And he didn't want to be involved as being a black person.
Yeah,
and people loved him for it. Certainly, whites loved him for it. Blacks not so much. So he's in that bubble, and he feels like he can get away with anything and everything. He can use his charm. He can use his celebrity to do anything. And he did that.
I'm going to plug in this really good Jay-Z line. Sorry.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
The
yeah.
line goes, "I'm not black, I'm OJ." Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
that's shit. That's you came in and you said okay at the right time as well. All right. Anyways, so my I think the biggest moment for me personally was OJ Simpson being released from jail. Because that still rings in my head that damn, this sociopath is let loose in Vegas right now, enjoying life after murdering his wife and
But I would say it's a lot more complicated because you saw the operative, because it was the race riots, the race relations were at an all-time
and
low.
but he still, this guy just took.
No, I know, but the
two people's life.
jury said, and the jury actually said, we weren't. If you in that documentary,
Yep.
Certainly two of the jury members said, "Hey, we weren't voting, we weren't deliberating on OJ, we were deliberating on the LA police." So that in itself was flawed. But okay, you can understand.
Yeah, but
put
that
it in the
case-
race
that-
context. That's what happened. But that's what happened. The jury, the trial was flawed because the jury was flawed, and you got a flawed verdict.
Yeah.
And
so
what are you
going
going
to
to do?
say? The U.S. justice system. There's like a lot of things that like a lot of question marks and like
Well,
I
it's
don't know.
not who do you
is
fault?
It the best
Who do you
way?
fault? It's not the justice system in the sense that it picked a jury of your peers.
Yeah.
And if they choose to deliberate the way they deliberate, we hope they do the right thing. But they know they even admitted as much that, hey, we believe OJ did it. But it was sort of like a protest vote against the LA police. So what can you do? What
wrong time. It's just a circumstance.
Well, okay, but part of it is
Conditioning
part of
type
it was the sort of the culture at the time.
But at the end of the day, let's just take that all out of the equation. Let's just say he murdered someone.
No, I know, but
He murdered. No, that's it. He murdered someone.
Should someone like a king comes in and say, no, we think the jury is flawed, so therefore we invalidate their decision? You can't do that.
No,
So,
I'm just saying he murdered. No, I don't even take.
no,
that.
I agree with you. He did.
Yeah,
he did murder.
someone.
He murdered.
Should be out on the streets right now.
Well, the justice system, you have
No,
to
forget
go
the
by
justice system. What do you think? Do you think he should be on the street?
Well, it's not about whether I believe he should or shouldn't.
No,
we
I
go
mean,
by there are there are laws in this country. There are standards that we have set, or the country have set, to say, hey, we have to go by this. We can't just say because we don't like it, we're going to override the decision. But no, obviously, I don't agree.
I'm
I don't
just
think
saying,
a double
for me,
murder should not be on the streets.
Okay,
It doesn't matter
done.
how far away.
Done.
But that's what the jury said.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to get at. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to one of the bigger pieces of this award show.
Okay.
The Athlete of the Year. Let's go with the APs, the Association's Press.
Associated Press.
Associated Press.
Yep.
Athletes of the Year.
Okay.
Athlete of the Year, male,
Yep.
male and female.
Mhm.
So the male Athlete of the Year this year
Go to that list if you can. Yeah.
is LeBron James.
Yep.
And the female Athlete of the Year is Serena Williams.
Okay.
All right, go. What do you want to have at it, man?
So
Harry has been chomping at the bits to get at this
well,
topic.
so I've always viewed the AP because I follow this yearly for a few years, and I've always viewed AP Athlete of the Year as done pretty much on sporting merit.
Just sporting merit.
To me, that's the way I take it. Now, I know it's a bit more Americanized because AP is an American news gathering. I'm sure it has some international journalists.
So it leaned towards
It's
American
US based.
sports.
It's US based. So look at there's no male soccer player.
Yeah.
So I understand that. So I'm okay with that. But I always viewed it as based, like if you look at Time Magazine Person of the Year and the Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year, to me, these are more storytelling, right? These are able to... You
have a narrative
it's more,
of what they do.
It's more on sentiment and so forth, right?
Yeah.
So I sort of dismiss that. I dismiss... No, I do. I do dismiss the Time. I do dismiss the...
No, but can't you accept it for what it is?
I guess, but I don't really... Because it's really more about... how, if you can get access to it, because I think Donald Trump should have been the person of the year last year. Was it this year? Certainly last year. But because he refused to sit down for an interview, they went to go a different way because he was by far the most influential. Putin was by far the most influential in the year when the Pope won. And but the point is, they chose to go a different way because of business decisions and other decisions. So I don't really care about that. Right. I do care about even though it's Americanized, I do still care about this because the AP do vote for the MVP in the NFL, and that is done. That is done purely on sporting merit, which is why I believe as in another podcast that we did, I believe that Mahomes was going to win.
Okay.
Even though sentiment points to Drew Brees. So in this case, I always viewed that as more based on sporting merit more than sentiment or storytelling.
I'll just go with what's the problem.
And the problem I have more so with Serena, and I still have a problem with LeBron James too.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't win anything.
Okay.
He might have been the best basketball player. He didn't win anything. Nor did he win the MVP.
Title. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Done. Let's go.
So
LeBron, I understand where you come from.
And Serena, see, to me, and I understand the angle.
Australian Open.
No, she didn't. I understand the angle.
She did?
If you look at the press, not the press,
So wait, Serena Williams won nothing this year?
Okay.
Did she win anything
The headline
this year?
for LeBron James was, because of his performance, not just on the court, but off the court about his...
I Promise
which is great. He could win the Humanitarian of the Year he probably deserves it. But that's not, to me, the criteria.
Okay.
And the AP has moved to a place where it's going to take... it's going to take more of a sentiment, and that's not good to me.
Okay.
That is not good to me. Serena's even, in a way, worse. Now, again... inspirational.
Didn't she win in Grand Slam?
No, she didn't. Last year she did. So if you want to vote for her last year,
this year she didn't win it
when she was 5 weeks pregnant. The fact is, you won at least a Grand Slam. In this year, she didn't win any. Now she got to the finals twice and she lost both. So to me, in my opinion, in my book, she's no greater than the 5th best tennis player because by definition, there's 4 others who won the Grand Slam. And no matter
Osaka, is it Wozniacki?
Wozniacki was one. Simona Halep and Kerber.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's no greater than the 5th best tennis player. So how can you win the athlete of the year? I understand why they did what they did, but
why did
to
they
me,
give it
it's
to Serena Williams
because of the inspiration that she's coming back from pregnancy and and she made the finals. Now Kim Clijsters actually won. Now, she took more of a time. She took maybe 3 years. But she was a mother. She gave birth to...
she wasn't on the list.
She never won. Now, maybe because she's Belgian, but also... but she actually won 3 Grand Slams after giving birth.
Yeah.
Not even a mention. So, to me, the AP have gone in, a dangerous territory where they're using sentiment and they pick and choose. This is a lot of...
Weaponized compassion.
No, well... I think
bit.
It's more of... So to me, this I don't know if it's liberal smugness, the way I view
liberal smugness. Well, they're catering to the
they
left.
are picking and choosing whatever criteria they want to use to justify, and they can justify it because we think she is such a role model and stuff. But that is not the criteria that's being used. And if you're going to do that, then you open the door for anyone else to picking and choosing sentiment over achievement or anything else going further, and that is not especially for a journalist as prestigious or as honored, as distinctive as AP. That is wrong. And what's going to happen next? The AP who votes for the MVP in the NFL, are they going to say, well, we're going to vote for Drew Brees because he's father of the year or he's man of the year? Or that is not good to me. And I have a big problem with this.
Now you have fucked up. Now I fucked up because I thought that's how the AP does it. And I thought you were going to go that, the AP does it in this way. But I don't. That's why I don't like the AP.
No, okay,
I didn't know that it was based on sporting merit.
I don't know if they have a criteria set out, but to me, the way I've looked at it,
it looked like it. I don't know.
It seems to me that it's all based on achievement. Pretty much everyone, except for baseball, but baseball doesn't.
But for the Lance Armstrong one, surely it's because he came back from cancer.
That part of it is true, but he won the Tour de France.
But surely there were other athletes who
No.
in there.
Okay, fine, but you have to.
There's a little bit of it.
To me. You have to win either the championship, the Ne Plus Ultra, to use a fancy term, the ultimate in if you're playing team sport, or at the very least, you've got to win the MVP, right? The highest individual award, honor. Or in the tennis or golf, you need to pretty much win a Grand Slam.
Okay.
Neither of these winners won any. Okay. And to me, that's a dangerous territory to me.
Fuck. Now my athlete of the year list is fucked.
Is it because you're voting on sentiment?
Yeah, I thought that what we're supposed to do.
But what is the point in that? Athlete is not meant to be...
Zero credibility sports of the year.
No, but what is the point of voting on... See, this is where a lot of the ESPY Awards get got derailed because they're going on sentiment, they're going on compassion, and that's not how it's meant to be done. You can say man of the year, that's fine. There's a category in the NFL that votes for man of the year for what you do off the field.
All right, let's just go with your list. Just go yours.
Oh, what is your list?
I fucked up. No. You go.
Oh, so you would have voted for LeBron?
Yeah, like you go.
Okay, no, but let's just go by what you think are more of your man of the year or man or woman of the year.
I thought it's more of you do something. You do something productive, positive, whether it's for sport or something for your sport or something's outside of sport.
Okay.
So I thought it was just all of that. So I thought of a few.
Okay, so let's just go with what is your criteria? You shouldn't be embarrassed to say this.
If it's based on this, just based on like
no,
sentiment.
let's just based on sentiment.
If
yeah?
it's based on sentiment,
no,
give me your few as well.
No,
if it's based on sentiment,
is it based not on sentiment?
If it's based on sentiment,
no, I didn't make no.
Just do you have
that's not the list. If it's based on sentiment, I wouldn't disagree with LeBron or Serena.
Okay, cool. Okay, then that's
if it's based on sentiment.
So mine,
but that's not. This isn't. That has historically. It hasn't been based on sentiment.
I didn't know that. So
no, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying the AP.
Okay.
Traditionally hasn't been. If you look at the names.
Okay.
So tell me your list then.
For me is LeBron James.
Okay.
Roger Federer.
Okay.
And Tyson Fury. Do you want me? Okay, LeBron James is because the reasons because of like
I promise,
and
he's still the best player.
He had a really good season.
He's the best player. Fine.
That season.
Okay.
And
Roger Federer 20th. Okay, fine.
20th
dubious reason.
At the age of 37, and he's still making all these tournaments and. Outside of tennis.
I can understand that. I can understand giving the criteria of sentiment.
Nadal's in it as well. Because Nadal, like recently there was news about how there was floods in Mallorca and he helped clean up the city.
Okay.
Floods. Like I was hearing, that's why I was thinking on the lines of, it's not just their sports. Outside of them, they're trying to make a positive contribution. That's the way I thought that this award was going to go. And Tyson Fury was just because he came back from mental health and he's telling everyone like, yo, I used to be the lineal heavyweight champion of the world. I beat Klitschko, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, and I got beaten by depression. I got beat up by depression. So that was one.
There should be award. You can have awards for man or women or perseverance or whatever, but it shouldn't be about athlete of the year or AP athlete of the year.
The Associated Press, I thought it was more on the lines of like. How did they transcend the sport? That's what I thought it was.
Okay.
But I was wrong. Okay.
But so let's just take that. Do you agree with me on this thing? They're going in a very dangerous territory to me.
For me, it's this. I think they should have, obviously, people should know which ones are the awards where they give it to the best athletes for their.
But this traditionally has been. If you look at the names, you look at the list of names, it has been.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Jose
no, I don't.
He won the MVP and he won the World Series.
Okay.
LeBron James, 2016, won. I don't know if he won it.
He won the MVP.
No, he didn't win.
Championship.
He won the championship. Steph Curry won the championship. Madison Bumgarner and won the MVP. Madison Bumgarner won the World Series, historic World Series. Okay. James won the championship. Phelps won Olympic gold. Rogers won the Super Bowl. Breeze, going all the way, with the exception of Barry Bonds, because he's playing the baseball where one person cannot account, does not have the influence.
Yeah,
right?
You might be right. So
pretty much everyone.
I didn't know that.
Have won. Like if look at Serena Williams won in 15 and 13. He won multiple Grand Slam titles.
Let's move on.
Okay.
This is gonna sound bad. All right. So
no, it shouldn't sound bad.
For the female, I went with Serena Williams.
Okay, because of overcoming
motherhood,
fine.
Coming back to a career and still kind of being at the top, right? Top 5. You said top 5 outside the 4.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Chloe Kim for being one of the youngest. Olympic
that was
medalists.
part of the thing. I didn't because I guess I didn't view that as a sport. I don't view that as a legitimate sport, but that's me. Snowboarding?
Okay, fine. For me, yeah. And Ali Reisman, the person who came out and accused Larry Nassar. Yeah,
I understand that.
It's just because it transcended sport and it was such
I
a
can,
big
I can
moment.
certainly appreciate that. Because when I say respect, that's almost coming off as being patronized. But I can certainly appreciate
you
that.
can understand my vote.
And I would not disagree with any of that. Although Chloe Kim, is it because she's Korean American? Is that to do with it?
Maybe, yeah.
Because just by virtue, by
but
winning
she's 18 and like at that age winning a snowboard. Yeah, for me it's.
I don't know, but isn't it a young person's sport? So that doesn't make it special.
I don't know if it's a young person.
Now, if you want to say, hey, she's overcoming but she's overcoming because she's an Asian American, and that's one thing.
Not really that, but okay. Anyways, let's go with yours. Just go quick. We're taking too much time on this.
For the men's, I haven't thought this that much through, but I would go with either Mookie Betts, who won the MVP and won the World Series.
Oh, with the
Boston Red Sox.
Boston Red Sox.
So he's there. Alex Ovechkin, he won after 10, 15 years, he finally won for the Washington Capitals. And if you want to...
That's hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
Hockey.
I don't know about Djokovic because the first half of his year he was not good. So if you want to go...
but he won 2 Grand Slams.
Yeah, but it...
He's in my name somewhere. He's in my list somewhere.
Right, but we're talking about just across the sports, right?
Yeah.
You know what I just remembered? I would have put LeBron third, but I've moved him off. You know who I have? Lewis Hamilton.
Oh, Formula One, yeah.
He won his 5th. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's his 5th. Michael Schumacher is the all-time leader in 7. I looked this up. He's won 7. Lewis Hamilton winning his 5th. No one talks about it.
And he's 20, like he's young. He's still
that
young.
Shouldn't matter. But this is where sentiment, I don't care about sentiment. But by winning your 5th, now maybe you never had him there. But to me, that's impressive. And I would have put him, I don't know if number 1, but I certainly would put him as on the short list.
I think he if I'm not mistaken, he beat Vettel by a few races.
Yeah, it almost doesn't matter. I mean, I guess if you do a historic sort of margin, that may help, but I don't know enough about...
I forgot about him, man. You just put...
Would he have counted for you or no?
Yeah, he'd probably be in the... Yeah.
Yeah, right? Because, like, I understand if you win the first one or second one, you could say...
If it's based on merit, yeah, he would. But, like, I thought it was all in all package.
Okay, so right now, if you had to pick on merit... And I know everybody has their different merit because, you know, different sports and different ways differently. But I might even be tempted to put Hamilton because there is a bit of a lifetime achievement thing because he's won his 5th, right? He did win something, the World Championship, right? The Drivers' World Championship. Yeah. And you're going into territory that's historic, right? You're 2 away from Schumacher. Now, I know in F1, I don't know much about this, but all I know is that, you know, being the engines or the type of car you drive is a lot to do with it as much as your own.
No, it is because you get the construction
right. But you have to be like you're pretty good if you win 5.
Yeah,
correct. If you win 1, you can get you can say you're in a lucky car. But if you win 5, that's good. So I wouldn't argue with Betts because I probably wouldn't put Ovechkin 1. I'll probably go with either Betts or Hamilton. That would be my list, and we won't go any further than that, right?
You know what? I don't know. Okay,
that's okay.
Let's move on to the
women.
Biggest the women. Yeah.
Quickly, I have I cheated a little bit because I looked at the results. Mm-hmm. Simone Biles. You know who Simone Biles is? She's a gymnast. She's the best gymnast by far. Okay. She could be the greatest in history.
Have you watched her do anything?
Yeah. I watched her during the Olympics. I didn't watch her in the World Championships, but she's by far. She won all round for the last 6 years.
Head shoulders above everyone.
Head and shoulders above, and because she's American now, in the male domain, the male gymnasts, the Japanese, not voted. But by the way, if you look at Simone Biles, she won 4 gold or certainly 3 gold.
Biles, yeah.
She deservedly won in 2016.
Yeah.
But because there was a male dominant gymnast as well.
Male dominant, okay.
But he's Japanese, unfortunately, so he doesn't get a mention at all. Okay. Right. So I understand
but he's dominant in his
he's
realm.
As dominant as
in his lane,
in his field, perhaps even more so because he's won the last 6.
World Championships
from 2009 to 2016, which includes the Olympics, because there's no World Championships.
Won everything.
He won 8 in a row. Fuck. Simone Biles has won from 2013 because she's younger.
No,
she took the year off last year, but she's won 5 in a row. And obviously the most important is the Olympics.
Let's make it simple. You know what? Fuck these awards. Zero credibility awards hold more weight than this Associated Press.
No, okay. So I would put Simone Biles because she won, not swept, but she won 3 gold again. The most important is the all-round. I would probably put the basketball player. I don't know who. She won for. I think it was Notre Dame. She had 2 buzzer beaters in the March Madness.
Yes,
that's impressive.
On House of Highlights.
That's impressive to me.
Yeah.
So without any sort of other candidates, and I would still put Katie Ledecky now because. You know who Katie Ledecky is? She's by far the greatest swimmer right now.
Okay.
She's a female swimmer. She goes all the way from 200 to 1500, which is very impressive. Oh, shit.
So she's super versatile. All strokes?
No, just freestyle. It's different to fells.
That's the main style.
Right, but think about this. She won the gold from 200, 400, and 800. Now, the next Olympics, there's going to be a 1500. They added a new event. And 200, you can say it's a bit iffy on, but she's guaranteed in 4, 8, and 1500. So she'll win 3 gold for sure, individual gold for sure. And she's very impressive. she is as good, if not better, than even Simone Biles is in her sport. And these two are probably two of the greatest ever. It probably is the two of the greatest.
So your pick is Simone Biles.
I'll pick Simone Biles only because Ledecky, there was not a second. Like the World Championship is a second tier after the Olympics.
Yeah.
In swimming, the even year between the Olympic year is an off year. There is no World Championship. So because of that, she doesn't
have a platform to perform.
Now next year,
it might be different.
Because there's a World Championship, so she probably will be.
Let's move on. Let's move on to the next category. The biggest disappointment of the year, personally.
Okay, we'll go with you. Is that loser of the year? Is that the one?
No. It's the biggest disappointment of the year. It could be a moment in sport. Whereas the loser of the year is personal.
Oh, so is that in there?
Yeah, I put it in there. I forgot to type it.
So what's the difference? Because I've only...
The biggest disappointment, I'll give you mine, then you could think of some.
Okay, go.
So, one of them was Malaysia losing to Vietnam in the AFF Suzuki final. Don't laugh.
The what?
It's the Southeast Asian Football Cup final. It's a two-legged tournament where the first leg, Malaysia managed to get a 2-2 draw at home. So, Vietnam led on away goals. So in the second, the second final, I thought,
am I inferring that Malaysia should have won easily because Malaysia is a much stronger country, or is it just personal?
Vietnam were slight favorites. It was quite if you play it out a few times, Vietnam might win 6 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10 times.
So why is it disappointing?
It was disappointing because I'm a
But they're not expected to win.
But I'm disappointed because I'm a Malaysian fan and I had belief because I was there in the stadium, the home stadium, when we won it, in 2013 or 2015.
Oh, hold on. What is it? Is it the Southeast
Asian Cup final? And
what about the Asian Cup? Is there an Asian Cup?
No, Malaysia doesn't have a sniff of a chance. And so
because Iraq and Iran and Australia and Japan, right?
This is more of the lower echelons of Asian football.
So where Malaysia has a chance.
Yeah, Malaysia had a chance.
Who won this year?
Vietnam.
Oh, so you actually lost to the champions.
Yeah, we made it to the final. That's why I'm upset.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know, if you, imagine going to Vietnam where, the fans are crazy and you're just drinking and the atmosphere must be, mental, It was so good. So that was one of...
Oh, okay, sorry. I missed that. So they were in the final.
Yeah.
Was it a two-legged
It was a two-legged final. So the first leg was Malaysia at home at the Bukit Jalil National Stadium.
Is that in KL?
KL.
Okay.
So it played out...
You were there in 2013.
Yeah.
Did they make the final?
We won. I was there when we won.
I didn't know about it, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I know, but it is for me.
Okay, that's fine. Sure.
The first leg, it was a 2-2 draw. So Vietnam left with 2 away goals.
Okay.
Malaysia made it hard for themselves because we conceded silly goals and we were more dominant in that game. And
you're talking about the second leg or the first leg?
We were dominant in both legs, but Vietnam were more clinical. So
that's not really dominant, right? You dominate
possession and chances.
See, we've got to be clear on that.
Chances as well. But Vietnam had better chance. If you watch a game, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. I won't be watching the game.
Yeah, you won't watch the game. I know.
Yeah. But I'll take your word for it. So what was the scoreline in the second leg?
2-0 to
Okay,
Vietnam.
so it wasn't like a... Was it a 1-0 and was a last minute sort of
it was
sealer?
it was one last minute sealer because
Malaysia was going for it. Okay, so it was really a 1-goal game.
Yeah, so
okay,
that was
but you had your moment in 2013 so you can't have
but
it all.
when your hopes are gassed up after we beat Thailand away, and
this is
Thailand are one of the favorites.
This is such a small pool and
no, but you see that's what you don't get with sports, right? It could be a small pool. It might not have the stakes, might not be raised, but when you're invested into that team,
see, that's not a problem, but that's what happens because as a fan, yes, they want to win every moment, but they lose perspective because sometimes you win a match that's not that important, and all of a sudden they get carried away.
Not important to what degree? In the big grand scheme of things, they're never going to make it there, so it doesn't matter.
No. So I'm not talking about in this case Malaysia. I'm talking about just as a fan. So if Manchester United, let's just say, pick a team out of random, if they somehow win against Newcastle, which they did today, it's not the biggest deal. Let's see what happens against Tottenham, right? So you got to look.
What did you think about this? What if they beat the best?
What
in
if
the
who
world?
beat?
What if United beat Barcelona?
Yeah, what about it?
No big deal. It's just a game, right?
Well,
it should only be as important as how much you invest.
No,
into
it depends on how prestigious the if it was a
Champions
friendly
League final.
Okay,
Why should like
because it's important because that's a big game. If it
big
was
game for who? Big game for the person who is invested in it.
it's a big game because it's the stage that like everybody knows that
Everybody knows. Like my mom doesn't know.
Okay, but
No.
she's not a fan. Like any fan would know that.
Yeah, okay.
It's a big difference between. Okay, let's say
my investment. It's
No, hold on, wait.
personal
No, hold on. If say United and Barcelona were to play in a preseason game and they had won, that's not a big deal. It's a meaningless game.
Yeah, but this is a final of a tournament between like your relative peers.
Okay, no, I grant you.
That's what I mean.
No, sorry, I grant you. So I'll give you that. But you're talking about in general, like the fan. Sometimes they get caught up in. They get caught up in just winning a meaningless exhibition tournament, which doesn't mean a heck of a lot.
Yeah, but this means heckle off to the Southeast Asian.
No, I agree. So this means a lot. So I'm not saying in this case.
In the
I'm saying in
picture,
general
like,
sense.
obviously, okay, fine.
Yeah. But sorry
say,
to
why should okay? But you know what? It sounded like, dude, why do you care? Like
no.
I care.
No, you misread what I was saying because
but you don't understand. What
once
I'm
I understood how important it is to.
Even
if it is only a Southeast Asia one, it's still pride.
Pride.
Okay, fine.
And then
especially for a minnow like if I may say a minnow like Malaysia.
Minnow, you can use that word if you want.
Yeah.
Another disappointment was the Fury and Wilder decision again.
Right.
That was a disappointment. Honorable mention: Manchester United.
But see
the whole year.
Just to continue that theme, you can say it's a disappointment, which is true. Will you do something about that?
Why boycott? No, because I want to watch him beat the shit out of him the second time.
Right. So you're only sort of incentivizing same.
I don't. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe, but the intention of me watching it is because I want to see Fury knock the shit out of Wilder, and I want to support my boy Fury. Next,
so which one's Fury again?
Fury is the Irish guy.
Ah, okay, he's your boy.
Gypsy King. He's my boy, man.
Gypsy? I don't know much about.
He calls himself the Gypsy King.
Oh,
Fucking Wilder, man, piece of shit. He says he wants to catch a body. He wants to end someone's life in the ring.
Who?
He said that. Deontay Wilder.
Yeah. See, I'm not for that.
Yeah, I'm not for that as well.
Well, I'm just not for violence or unnecessary violence.
In boxing, he prays for his opponent. He doesn't want to hurt him, but he just wants to win. It's boxing.
I don't know if maybe that's just a fear thing. I don't have a problem with that as much as you may. I don't know if he's serious about it. Like
no, he says he's serious.
He's serious, but it could just be a fear thing. It could just wants to.
No, it's for him. He says he wears this mask so he doesn't get judged for what he does.
So that's fine. I'm okay with that. On second thought,
whatever.
Okay,
but still, when you say that, that's like. You know what? Shut up, man. All right, okay.
I'll take the other side, but fine. Yeah. I'm actually on the other side.
Another bigger disappointment was when England lost to Croatia in the semi-final of the World Cup. For me, okay, now let's go with your biggest disappointment.
Disappointment?
Like where you were like, oh man.
See, I thought this was the loser category.
Yeah, the loser one's different.
Okay, disappointment for me. I think I don't know if it's a clear one, but to me it's pretty big.
The World Cup final, right? It could be the biggest disappointment was the World Cup final.
No, I almost don't care about that. I think it's Nadal losing to Nadal losing to Djokovic in the Wimbledon.
Yeah, the one that went so long. Yeah.
Nadal had 3 set points in the third set. He had 5 break points to serve for the match in the fifth. And whoever won would have won the title. And
tell the fans your pain. Yeah. Run us through your emotions.
Look, I think.
Djokovic just hit everything back Nadal was throwing at him.
No, I wouldn't go that far. It's been like Djokovic has played a little bit better on the bigger points. He served better. He has a better second serve. He played just a little bit better.
And who won the longer rallies most of the time?
I actually think, I think it's maybe 55-45.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty even. Nadal played on grass on his least favored surface. He played... He, outplayed Djokovic, but Djokovic actually...
Outplayed Djokovic?
You can make an argument. There certainly was 50-50. In the way, he outplayed because he had to fight an uphill battle. He had a handicap.
Battle? Why? They both play on the same surface.
Yeah, but it wasn't on his favoured surface. Djokovic was favoured by the roof closing and on grass. So if you want to say that's Nadal's fault, that's fine. So at least they played to a standstill, but Djokovic just played a little bit better on the bigger points.
Okay.
He served a little bit better.
Okay, fine. That was okay.
So that would be the disappointment. That would be the because instead of right now it's 17-14.
Yeah.
If he had won that match, if he had won that point, one of the 5 break points, it would have been 18 to 13. So, but I look. I said this before. I think Nadal can use that as fuel to come back.
He's got a strain in his left thigh. Right
yeah,
now.
I know. I don't think it's as big as. Well, it's a similar problem last year, and he made it all the way to the quarterfinals.
Maybe he might have 2 5-set openers, and it would just strain him for.
That may.
Man.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Nah, but in all honesty, I like Nadal as well. In all honesty, if he beats Federer, no problem. He's a great player.
He's already surpassed Federer.
Okay.
No, don't laugh. He's already surpassed him.
Okay, anyways, let's move on to the loser of the year category.
Fine.
Loser of the year.
We'll come back to this in the episode.
Yeah, we'll come back to this.
He's already better.
In the tennis special, okay?
Yeah.
Loser of the year. You want to go?
I think the honorable mention is Jose Mourinho.
Okay.
Is that your honorable mention?
No, that's on my list. That's my top list, yeah.
I would say the loser of the year will be just football administrators, like FIFA, UEFA.
Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah.
They're just losers.
I'm going to put that on my list.
The Premier League as well, who still didn't want to use VAR.
They want to put a year off, and now they're putting
What
it
is
next
that?
Year. Dummies, man. Dummies.
Tennis started using Hawkeye. Hawkeye technology was available from 2006.
Yeah, ages ago.
So
Goal line technology should have been then.
Really, in America, instant replay was used in football in limited doses from 1987.
Jesus.
Okay, and in American football, so in association football, no one decision is more impacted that impacts a game more so than say a penalty decision or an offline decision, right? For any sport, and how you cannot.
How you can mitigate that or get rid of that,
or not even say because of I understand it's a free flowing game, so it's a little bit more difficult to incorporate that. But how you don't even consider that, that's beyond me. And so that's the same thing with when you do actually utilize VAR, you have an incompetent referee who blows up.
His job's hard though.
No, it's not hard.
His job's not tough.
So whose job?
The ref.
No, but when you go to the monitor...
Oh, yeah, you mean when you have all this help.
So going back, I'm still not finished, but with that, that handball, he freeze frame it. You're not supposed to do that because you got to look at it in real time to see...
The context.
If there was any intent. It looks like there was intent.
No context with the snapshot.
Well, but he shouldn't be doing that in the World Cup final, which is why, so it's not just the referee, but it's the administrators and football... Because the game is so beloved, it's really idiot proof. You can try to run it to the ground, but people will still watch, despite the administrative, despite the corrupt and incompetent administrators.
Is football your favorite sport?
Huh?
Is football your favorite sport?
I wouldn't. I will say this: it is the perfect balance between individual skill and team scheme. It's the perfect blend. So,
what's your favorite sport?
I don't know if it is or isn't, but I think it's a game. It's more analogous to chess than any other sport. So, it has components of it being a favorite sport because it utilizes not just individuals. Like American football is a team sport; it's a collective thing. It's more about chess. Yeah. It's more about your a team strategy.
Yeah.
Basketball is more individual. One person can sort of has the ball in his hands, can do anything. Football, association football is blend. It's a good blend in between. It's almost like the perfect blend, and it's in simple. It's meritocratic in the sense that you don't have to be big or small or anything, right? Anyone can play.
You can have a speciality.
Yeah. The only thing that's ruining is terrible administration where because they don't have say retrospective punishment, people are diving. You don't want dive. You don't want to have an acting award where you incentivize diving to get a penalty. I don't blame the divers. I blame the administrators. So that I cannot emphasize that this is the biggest losers of anything. The administrators.
This should be the loser of the year every year.
Yeah, to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Well, Mourinho isn't.
For me on my list is Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
Because he looked like a real dum-dum after he got fired. And he's been looking like a real dum-dum for the whole year. And
okay, yeah.
This is the list, right?
Yep.
Then there's the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay.
Which had lost the final, lost LeBron.
Yep.
And now bottom of the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and they're in selling mode.
Yeah, in selling mode.
I think they're in probably tank mode.
They're in loser mode.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then there's Conor McGregor, who got beaten up after
Yeah.
talking of such a big game.
Yeah.
So in terms of which,
And by the way, I know you like him, and I like him too. In terms of as a talker,
actually,
but he's got to start to win. He can't be losing anymore.
Yeah, no,
right. He's been losing.
If he loses again,
Yeah.
legacy thrown out. What?
Yeah.
Goat? What? Goat? Who?
Yeah. Oh, it's not even
what?
good that people's going to be.
Should he even be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Look, but you're going to get tired of an act if you lose.
Yeah, of course.
If you're a good talker, you've got to back it up. And if you keep losing, then I think he can't lose his next one. He can't lose his next 4 or 5. If he does, then he's going to be off.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm gonna go with Jose Mourinho.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Yeah, it goes to show that like he struggled under the. I would say there's 2 reasons, right? One, maybe his communication is trash, but I think he just struggled under the United hot seat. You know, it's not. Do you think it's a hard hot seat to take?
I don't think you think it's United. I don't. Well, maybe this has something to do with it, but I think it's more
like
with
there are 3
outliners.
decent. You know, they're not bad managers, right? Like Van Gaal, David Moyes. But why is it when? Okay,
I'm not sure David Moyes is that good.
okay, but like they're of Premier League quality. They might not
I'm
win.
not sure. Is David Moyes in the Premier League right now? He's bounced around. Didn't he go to Turkey or somewhere? I don't know. I don't think it's Premier
Okay,
League.
whatever. Oh,
I'm sorry to
but
say.
he did amazing things with Everton's in the past.
Okay,
no?
you can have one great moment, but then he's
One great
bounced around.
moment. It did it for multiple seasons.
Fine, but that's fine. But
okay, I
he
just
didn't.
say,
He couldn't. He bounced around in Real Sociedad or
couldn't-
somewhere else. He's not. Maybe he's sort of up there in terms of the bottom 10 teams. He's a professional manager, but he's not a top 10 manager. Like if you need him to
Top 10.
play in Europe or contend.
yeah,
or,
maybe
you
not
know-
Europe, but like I think top 10 Premier League. Yeah, he is.
No,
He's
I don't
doing
think
it
he's a top 10.
in
other
Premier League.
like
Maybe now he's not.
You know that
because of the
when I mean a
talent in-
professional manager, you know how you need someone to stay clear of relegation, and you get those people in like
you always stay clear of-
Hodgson, and so in that sense, yes. But I don't think if you need to contend for a Champions League qualification, you need
man,
you can't
okay,
have him.
We're digressing. Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, but I think the job is tough. I think we can all. We'll see how Solskjaer does after the end of the season. If he does get a lot of wins, maybe it's a culture thing. Surely it's a culture thing because they pick
Is it any
someone
tougher
who's.
than Barcelona or Real Madrid?
The
I don't
job?
know. Do you think so?
I think it's up there. United and Barcelona because
Yeah, but I don't think it's
ingrained culture.
okay,
whereas
fine.
Real Madrid is more of like. You got all this talent, just plug in a manager and try to bring the best out of them. There's no real culture. There's no real need to bring the youth out. There's no real.
But there is an expectation in what? In fact, I don't think the expectation
Standards.
is as
There's no
high
real
after
standards.
Van Gaal when Mourinho took it as, say, if you were to take Barcelona or Real Madrid, don't you think?
No, but I think there's still maybe a hangover, success hangover
Maybe.
from the past.
Yeah. Like you still can't escape Sir Alex's shadow, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
you know, it's tough. It's just a tough job, but like he didn't help himself with the way he conducted himself.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe it's also elevated or intensified by by the media's dislike for him.
Well, but he invites that
He
more
invites-
so
yeah,
than anything else, right?
But
he's
also-
more responsible for
but
that.
he also has a target in his head from the media, and the players.
No, you got that wrong. He invites that target, or
Okay,
he
maybe
puts
he
the
does.
target on himself,
Okay, maybe but
right?
Like,
So the media doesn't go out of their way to try to pick on someone. They don't do that against other people. If you treat them nicely, if you don't give them, if you just do that, if you just do your everyday job, treat them with respect, they're not going to come
Well,
for you.
okay,
It's only because you go for them or you put it out there. You come up with some, you could say some compelling quotes and so forth, and you put yourself out there. That's where the media goes.
well,
Right?
I feel still they're treating them unfairly.
No, well, he invites that, so I don't have
Okay,
any sympathy.
That's for you. That's
and,
for you.
and he,
No sympathy. Okay,
yeah.
cool. That's your point of view.
Yeah, so I don't think
And
it's
my
more the
point.
media than I say that with
No,
LeBron.
I say it's more of him. That's why he's in my loser of the year. I'm just trying to like say maybe it's not all. Maybe it's also his job is hard. But
But
he's
you
still,
should know it's
he's still the
part and
biggest loser
parcel.
of
It's yeah,
the
okay.
year for me.
Fine,
okay?
fine, yeah.
Okay, new favorite sports person of the year.
I don't have. I'm going to cede the time to you because you probably have one or you hinted at
I have
that.
a few. Don't you have someone which you found out? Oh, I kind of like this sports person. Like it doesn't have to be great at a sport, but it's just a character that. Oh man, I think he's cool.
You know, I will say
Patrick Mahomes.
I
No?
don't know anything about anyone other than, and I don't even know anything about Nadal. Like my two favorite sports people are Nadal and Messi. I only watch Messi because he's just on the football field. He
Do you
just
have role
looks
models?
different. not in athletes, or not anymore. Or I don't think I ever had him really. Well, so that's my two favorite athletes, and I don't know anything about
Then
Messi.
who do you look up to? Or like,
I don't
how
look up as an athlete. I just don't look up to them.
Or do
Okay.
you not look up, like, not even their attitude or their
Yeah,
work
yeah.
ethic or no?
Well, you can look, but you don't
Or
look up to them as a
character?
person. You can
Why not?
try to glean good bits from it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but not in terms of like I don't sort of live and breathe who they are or what they follow or any of that stuff.
fine, well,
So
okay.
I don't know anything about Lionel Messi's politics or anything.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
even know what he likes. I just care about what he does on the football pitch.
Okay.
And he's brilliant at that.
So you just
he
look
gives
at
me
him
this
as
joy.
like as a sports player and not a human
Yeah.
being.
Now with Nadal, it's a little bit different. I still don't know anything about politics or anything else.
So Nadal's just a tennis player.
No,
like
more than that,
everything else.
he off the court in terms of press conferences. I will listen to him whenever I get a
It's very
chance.
fantastic.
Well, you can say I know you want to make a joke of that. Maybe he's not he has a bit
No,
of an
I like
accent.
him, dude. I like.
But
I like
he
it.
is so brilliant in the way he's not on autopilot. He actually thinks through his questions,
and he's a superstar. He's a tennis superstar.
and he gives it. He gives it with grace and with honor and dignity, and also at the same time he never cheats you. He doesn't lie about it. So he's all you really want to me an athlete.
Taking aside this at Roger.
No. This isn't against
Okay,
Roger.
yeah, fine.
I love Roger Federer and I
Okay,
love
if
Djokovic
you
too.
don't have a-
But I
if you
think
don't
my
have-
favorite in terms of these are my two favorite sports. I don't know anyone else.
Is there no one new that piqued your interest?
You
a
mentioned this
little bit?
before the show that Patrick Mahomes is someone who I am very curious because I think he has all the arm talent in the world.
Okay, let's just go with Patrick Mahomes then.
But yeah, I don't really know anything about him as a person. I don't really care.
But who knows? Things will slowly pop out a little bit after.
Yeah,
every
but
year.
he could potentially be the great. He certainly has the tools to be the greatest player.
So okay, that's your
And
new
so
favorite
if that's,
sports person.
I don't know if my
Patrick
this is where you got it wrong. I don't
Mahomes
know
is
if it's my favorite. He's fascinating for me as a person, and I mentioned Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard are
God,
fascinating to me
damn,
as well.
It's so tough to deal with you.
Well, no,
all right,
okay.
okay. Patrick Mahomes is your new interested player that you're interested in. A new athlete that you're kind of interested in.
But it's on the field, like because I don't really care anything.
Okay, cool.
Because he just burst out of the.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You really made it clear. You made it very clear with
Yeah.
those like 5 sentences. Okay.
Here we go. Okay, fine.
My new favorite sports person of the year.
you have your
my list
yeah.
is Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Like,
It's a bit annoying to me.
Hey, dude, how he's funny, man. Like he says, like I feel dangerous today. Like he's funny,
but that's fine.
but he's not my favorite.
I don't have
worry.
a problem with
He's
that,
on
but
the
I
list.
think
Luka Doncic.
he's over the top. You know what? Luka Doncic is. I don't know anything about him, but he's got game.
He's got game.
He's got game.
Yo, Draymond said, man, he's a problem already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got game.
He's got game.
Yeah.
Naomi
But is he-
Osaka.
Okay, as a player, yes. I would say Doncic. I think Mahomes may have a higher ceiling than Doncic, right? Would you agree with that?
Mahomes has.
Mahomes is the better. Okay, let's not compare. Fine. This is
Ninja. Like this is E Games.
What?
He plays Fortnite.
Is E-games is not a sport. I think we've established that. But fine, you can sneak that in if you want.
It's esports.
No,
Like,
it's not.
the whole
No.
esports-
Sorry. No. They are appropriating that word wrongly. It's not an It's not. It's a game. It's not a
E-games.
sport.
They should call it E Games.
Yeah, actually, it is. It's not a sport. I'm sorry. It's not a sport.
Okay, fine, Ninja. But anyways, Seth Rollins in WWE. He's a professional wrestler.
Next.
Okay, and my favorite is Seth Rollins in WWE.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know, and I don't really
He's
care.
such a great character.
So
and
is
he's
this wrestling or is this
professional wrestling?
Oh, that's not a sport. Get that off the page. It's not a sport.
Okay.
It's performance art. I'll give you that.
Anyways, he's my new favorite sports
Okay, yeah.
person of the year.
Say your piece. So he's new, is he?
No, so
sorry.
he's not like if you want to say he's not gonna be like the Brock Lesnar or like he's not gonna be like the Undertaker. These like household names, but it's just very entertaining.
Not to me. Okay, yeah.
And he seems like a very cool guy that I want to be friends with.
Oh, fine.
And if you want to say like just based on sporting merits, I'll go with Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Because he's no one's gonna challenge him for Rookie of the Year.
Not
Even close.
I think the stats suggest no, but I think Ayton can still win it. Now, Doncic is going to be the better player in my mind, but
okay.
Ayton he has pretty good stats too.
Yeah, but like Doncic has way better stats.
Way better?
The narrative
Way
is
better?
Let's draw it up.
Well, look it up.
I'll read it out to you.
Yeah, please.
Okay, tell me about what do you know about Aiton's stats right now?
Is he averaging 18 and 10? What's his?
Ooh, actually,
You
are. Wait, just give me 2 seconds.
But look, Doncic is a better playmaker, and he's a better player. Okay.
I got it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
17, 10. 17, 11.
17, 11 for Ayton. Is that right?
Yes.
Shooting percentage?
Oh, man. Okay, shooting percentage is 60.
Okay. No, he's a center, so he should have higher. Doncic, where is he at?
Let's go to Doncic.
Yeah.
Do you think...
So would you agree that that's not bad? 17, 11, and 60% shooting. That's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Right.
But let's go to Doncic.
Yep.
The baller. 19.
Is he 19?
19.5. So let's go
So 20.
6.6 rebounds.
Yep. Assist.
5.
Okay. So would you say those three categories, I don't know how many assists Ayton is averaging, they may be slightly better for Doncic? Right? Slightly better, those three primary categories? Would you say that? Would you agree with that?
Would you say better?
Well, 20 versus 17, correct? 11 versus 6, or is it 7?
11 versus 6.
Okay, and what's the assist?
No, you could say 7. 5.
Okay, how many is done?
Let's go by 18. What's 18?
Maybe 1 or 2, right? But you've got to, if that's the case, because obviously center's not going to pass a lot. Blocks, Ayton, I'm sure, leads Doncic. 2 blocks?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I would say this stat probably slightly favored. Now, what's the shooting percentage for Doncic?
45?
Okay, I know we need to go effective. What's his 3-point, incorporate,
Bro, there's no effective on this stat thing.
Okay, so Ayton's more efficient, right? So I would say statistically, you could say it's a tie, but if you just watch the game, and I haven't watched any of these games,
dude, you should watch Luka. I watch it sometimes just to see Luka Doncic.
No.
play.
Look, I agree that in terms of this is where we get. Look, I agree that he's a better player, but sometimes because he has moves that people like.
37% on
3-point.
Yeah.
No. So I think just strictly on numbers, you could say it's a tie, right? You can say lean one or the other, but I think there's no doubt that because playmaking is probably more important than rebounding.
So who you said had the highest ceiling?
I think Doncic has a higher ceiling.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, but it's not that. It's not.
Okay, but anyways,
It's pretty close. That's my point.
Okay, we're going too much into this. Seth Rollins is my favorite, but if you want to say based on sporting merit,
Yeah.
sporting merit.
No. There's no inverted commas. There's none of this sort of. Yeah, it's sporting.
Seth
merit.
Rollins then. It's Luka Doncic.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Biggest comeback of the year. I don't care if you're okay with that, but biggest comeback of the year.
Yeah.
Okay, what biggest comeback of the year?
Yeah, it sounds a bit patronizing. I don't have one. I haven't thought of one. I couldn't.
Oh, let's go performance of the year first. Performance of the year. Let's go quick.
Performance. Do you have a performance of the year? To me, it's Game 3. Kevin Durant's Game 3 in the NBA Finals. No, don't do that. Don't dismiss it. Don't poo-poo it. Look, pull up the box. Can you pull up?
No, it's probably like something crazy, like
Pull up
30
the box
plus points.
score. No. You need to appreciate. Pull up the box score of that.
Oh my day.
No. No, don't.
NBA
Any of them.
Finals.
Yes.
2018.
Yeah.
Game 3.
Game 3 box score. Pull it up.
Tell me, you probably know the numbers, right?
No, you need to see that. You need to actually see.
Why did you just read it out to me, man?
No, just look. That's not a good box score. Go to the go
it's
back.
good
Go
enough.
back. No. Go
43?
back. No.
43 points.
No.
13 rebounds and 7 assists.
Okay,
I'm
look
done.
at the rest. Look at the rest.
He scored for the whole team.
No, look at the rest. Look at Draymond Green. Look at JaVale. Look. Just go down. Clay. And it doesn't have the shooting. You need to go to the shooting numbers as well. Go.
That's right. I'm not.
No. Actually, no. It's not all right. Go back.
I'm done. Okay, that's yours. Yours.
No. I just
For
want
1 hour.
I want to explain this.
Just explain it.
He had 43 points, and no one else had more than 11. Look at it. No one else had more than it. Steph Curry, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he's 3 for 60 in that final.
Oh, so basically everyone else didn't turn up except him.
Yeah. So that was the performance. Now you can say it's Game 3. They had a 2-0 lead, but
Okay.
still, it was still Cleveland was still a pretty capable team. LeBron could go off at any time. If you give him life, as we saw in 2016, they could really make a comeback. So to me, that was by far the best performance. He had 43 points on whatever was the shooting numbers. Steph Curry had 3 for 16, 11 points. Klay Thompson had 10 points. No one had more than 11. He
Okay.
had 43.
My turn, all right.
And he had the dagger 3 to close out the game.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Performance of the year.
Yeah.
I'm going to list a few. I already thought of a few.
Yeah.
Pogba in the Manchester derby.
Oh, you're
Where he
kidding.
scored 2 goals. Yes!
You're kidding me.
That was a good performance.
And Smalling had the winner, so let's not forget that.
Yeah, but whew, man.
What do you mean,
Pogba
fool?
was
Get off. I avoid that. I get
Okay.
I get special veto power. Yeah.
that's for me.
Yeah. You don't believe you absolutely you don't believe that, right?
It's not that. But
That-
like,
that-
it was a good
that
performance.
delayed
It was
the
a good
inevitable,
performance.
right?
It was a good performance.
It was only to delay the
Never,
clinching of the title for by 2 weeks.
It's called pride. It's
Ah,
called that Manchester
Get
pride.
out of here. Yeah.
Federer's final is pretty good for
Who?
the Australian Open. Federer.
Okay.
Djokovic against Nadal.
Djokovic.
Against Nadal.
Is
in
that
the Wimbledon final.
semi-final? Okay.
Yeah, that was.
I would say
that's
both
probably
players.
the best tennis match of the year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Um,
Absolutely. One of the best of all time. Certainly on the back of
Performance,
Anderson and Isner when they went 26-24. It was
Yeah.
just such a snore fest.
it's boring. It's just
yeah.
big serves.
You
and
know
like-
what? Towards the end, because it was such a long, because the ticket holders knew that they couldn't play up past 11, and it was about 8, 9 o'clock. So the longer they play, the lesser time they're going to get with Djokovic and Nadal. So they were cheering for
Whoever's gonna
whoever's going to
closer to win.
whoever's going to break. So in other words,
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
mistakes and stuff, and rightly so because
Yeah, you
you're
want to
paying
get
the same
and- yeah.
ticket. You want to see Nadal and Djokovic. You don't
Yeah.
want to see aces going for. And it was such a. It was bad. I feel bad for them, but at the same time, do something about it. Right? Don't just give us a serving thing and complete your game. Have a well-rounded game, or even take a
They
risk.
changed the rules now, though.
They did,
Yeah.
which is good
For the better, yeah.
for the better. But I don't have. Yeah. Go on.
Oh, you could argue LeBron James during the Eastern Conference Finals against the Celtics. Game 7.
Game 7. How did he do? 30.
I think it was close to a triple-double.
Didn't have Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie.
The young guys were still in their rookie. Like Tatum was still a rookie. So
But
I'm
Tatum-
sorry.
It was like beast him. But okay. Nah, but it doesn't warrant it because there's not enough prestige in that moment.
Yeah, and if
trying
they
to think.
had Kyrie, and I might give you that, but because they didn't, I might look. Would you even go?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll go Eden
50
Hazard.
15
Eden Hazard for Belgium against
It's a quarterfinal. I'm a big Eden Hazard fan.
Belgium, Japan. Yeah.
Japan.
No, Belgium, Brazil. No, sorry, Brazil.
Yeah, but I don't know if he was that good. They only didn't they score two
2-1.
goals.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like.
Nah, but I still remember it in my head. I was like, wow, he smoked the defenders. Like,
No, but it wasn't his move that led to the goals as well, right?
no, but he caused trouble all.
Well, he was the man of the match. I'll give you that. But it wasn't like Zidane scored 2 goals in a World Cup final. Or even
Man, why are you trying to influence me? You're like witness leading.
no, but
You're leading the witness.
I mean, I hardly see that as performance of the year. I'm sorry to say. I mean, I'm a big. He was the best player in that
This
match.
is so tough.
Yeah.
This is tough.
But do you think that he
Sure.
was that instrumental? Like, I think
Yeah,
of.
I
Do you
thought-
remember Andre Pirlo against who was it? Was it against England
Yeah.
in the Euros? One of the matches, right?
Yeah.
Or Zidane against Brazil in 2006. That was instrumental. Where he might have even scored a goal, but he pulled strings from anyone. I don't know if Hazard did that, but okay, if you want to go with that and
Performance. Nah, you know what? I'm just gonna go with Djokovic. I think that was just like.
against Nadal,
Yeah, because
I'll give you that.
it was against like a crazy ass neck and neck
Yeah.
in terms of like world class talent.
Yeah, the only thing that would have been better was if it was the final, if it was actual trophy on the line. But we all know that was the final.
Yeah, that
but
was
because
the
the
final.
trophy wasn't on the line, it takes
Took away something a little bit.
Yeah, because
It's
there was
just
no
like,
presentation.
That's the icing on the.
Yeah, and there's no trophy, sort of sitting there or ready to be handed out.
All right, let's go to the biggest comeback of the year.
I don't think I have, so I'm going to defer to you, and I might pick from whatever you.
Novak Djokovic coming back from
Okay,
injury to win
okay.
2 Grand Slams.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Serena Williams coming back from pregnancy.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you
Because
that.
we respect women at Zero Credibility Sports.
See, I have to say this. That almost is.
I'm virtue
That
signaling.
almost is
Guys,
patronizing.
I'm letting you guys
Why
all
do
know
women?
I'm virtue signaling. I'm an ally. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm trolling.
But it's actually almost offensive. you
No,
know?
but in all honesty, it's still like jokes aside, right? Like it's like a mad respect coming after that, having blood clots, like having a difficult childbirth procedure, And not only that, she said she had some mental issues being too distant from her child.
If you look at me, I just give her respect from any
For me,
to perform.
For me, that's a comeback.
But I
and still make two.
This is where I'm a bit sick of Serena, how she controls this narrative.
Opinion,
I mean,
let me finish.
Kim Clijsters came back from who knows?
Won.
She might have had issues from pregnancy, but she just didn't go talk to the world about it. So I don't.
Okay. She's on my list, but she didn't win it.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying I sort of. The fact that she told the world, that's fine.
You said this right.
Okay. Well, I didn't say that in about the injuries and about complications. So,
but we all know she's one of the biggest complaints. If there was we should have the biggest
meltdown
of the years.
Meltdown, right? Yeah.
We'll have that after this. So, Tiger Woods winning the VESPA championship.
Okay.
After looking so-called pathetic by Harry.
No, the mugshot looked cut a pathetic figure. Didn't he look? No, honestly, he looked pathetic.
I wouldn't say pathetic.
He actually was pathetic.
Okay,
that's the best definition.
That word is so bad. Okay, but
but it did look bad. It warranted that bad description.
I was like, poor Tiger. Okay,
fine.
Tyson Fury coming back from depression and anxiety.
If you want to say come back from being knocked down, then I'm with you.
Yeah, come back from being knocked down and coming there's so much things that were against him.
No, I'm talking about the actual knockdown in the final round.
Yeah,
if he came back from, he sort of got back up.
I keep bringing up that knockdown.
Okay, yeah.
So there's that, and would that be it? So out of them, I pick Tiger Woods.
Okay. Who do I pick? I don't know. No, let's move on.
You put Djokovic, right? Sure.
Djokovic
from the injury, winning 2 Grand Slams, beating your boy Nadal.
Yeah, you could. Djokovic, Serena. Who else did you say? Tiger. They're all in there. They're all fine. I mean,
just pick someone.
It's all good. It's a tie.
Match of the year in your let's go biggest meltdown.
Oh,
I think J.R. Smith. There's a J.R. Smith.
Oh, that's not a meltdown. That
LeBron
was
James
just a bad
didn't
decision.
melt down. LeBron James hit the clipboard and flipped his shit. That's a meltdown.
He punched the wall or something, right?
No,
Did he punch someone?
He punched the whiteboard or something.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Punched the whiteboard, yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah, you could say that's a meltdown. I think it's Serena, right? It's Serena.
Yeah, Serena takes the cake. Easy.
Because she did it repeatedly. She did it in front of a crowd, like in public.
Yeah, takes the cake. She takes the cake easy.
Yeah.
Or you could even argue when Khabib jumped into the crowd.
No, I don't care about that.
But that was a meltdown. That's one of the big meltdowns. He went into the crowd.
I'm more with Justin on this. I don't think it's more of I think it's
tacit agreement.
Somewhat strategically planned. It's certainly,
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no news about them fighting again, so...
but sometimes you gotta wait
plant
for
a seed,
it.
Plant a seed for maybe. Man, you guys are conspiracy
but this
theorists
isn't
over here.
just for a rematch. This is just for
the fight
MMA
game in general.
In general, that just don't miss out on the next match because you never know what could happen.
Okay.
Literally, what could happen, right? So.
Yeah, I don't think that.
Oh,
actually, maybe I'm
do.
wrong. Okay, that's what you think.
Yeah.
Match of the year. This is the last
I've already
category.
you've already know. It's Nadal Djokovic in the Wimbledon. It's Nadal Djokovic. I can't think of anything else.
The AFL Grand Final.
It doesn't rate on that high list. It's
When the West Coast Eagles? No, who is it? The other team?
It's a fine match, but it doesn't
that last minute goal. Oh my days.
Okay, but there's a lot of these thrilling moments. But I think Nadal and Djokovic because of the contrast between the first semifinal, the 2-day event, the tennis was just absolutely out of this world.
The contrast of tennis.
Oh, well, I don't think it's contrast. It's actually similar. Like Federer and Nadal's contrast, but in Djokovic and Nadal, they just go two guys going at it.
Rally.
Absolutely, and it's not just rally, just back and forth. It's just
technical. It's
drop shots, changing directions. It's as good as it gets. It really
world-class
is.
tennis.
It's like
champagne tennis.
Federer and Nadal in 2008 is generally considered the greatest match ever, certainly of this generation. But if you look at strictly on tennis as well as the
Federer. Sorry to interrupt you. The Federer Djokovic match, the semifinals, the Paris Masters. That was great.
Yeah, but that's the Paris Masters. But
it's still good tennis, man. You can't always put
No, I watch
Good
bits and
tennis
pieces.
can
No,
good tennis can be played,
but it's not
anywhere.
on the grand stage. There's not nearly as much as at stake.
The quality. What you mean when Nadal?
I'm talking about strictly
when
quality.
Federer and
By the way, I watched that.
Djokovic
It
play each
didn't
other?
move me out of my seat. I watched most. It's like 7-6, 6-7, 6-7, or whatever. There's a lot of tie-breaking sets, right?
Yeah, but it was great. Like there were great shots.
Did you watch?
Yeah, I watched it. It was
Okay.
great shots. But I mean, I always knew the result. But like,
Okay, no. Nowhere near as Djokovic
yeah, of course,
and Nadal
but that was still,
in my mind.
that was still great tennis. Okay, fine.
It was fine. But I think
It's
if
top
you're
quality
talking,
tennis.
if you take into account, because it's not a final, if you take into account this Wimbledon, the historical sort of stage where it was taking place, it's getting late. I'm sorry, and if you take into account the actual quality of tennis, it's up there with. It might even. I don't know if it surpasses Federer and Nadal because of it was getting late.
Fuck the. Okay,
It was getting, like, dark.
You need to take away the finals. It's just what you physically saw happened, and I thought that match was good. That match was really good. I mean, both matches are really. I don't know which one's better, but like that was a really good match.
No, but you can't take that away because if it was like if a point happened at 40 love versus the same point happening at deuce at 5-all in the fifth, for example, or 6-5 in the fifth, that the pressure added on, you have to take that into account. Don't you?
But that's your match of the year, though.
Absolutely is
okay.
the match of the year.
I'll give
What
you.
is your- yeah.
Mine is the AFL Grand Final.
Okay.
That's one of them.
Yep.
Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Ninja and the Fortnite.
Oh, get outta here.
I just laid.
You know how to egg me on. I know that.
No,
so-
but to be fair, actually, no, it was really good when they had the celebrity, where these professional players had to team up with a celebrity and have a knockout tournament. That's that's up there because I watched that and I was really excited about it. And when Ninja and Marshmallow won,
it's invalid. It's invalid. It's not a sport. So get that junk out of here.
No.
Yeah. What?
And when England versus Croatia in the
Oh, my
UEFA
God.
Nations League.
I thought you were talking about the semifinals.
No, this is
The
the UEFA
UEFA Nations?
League.
You're kidding me.
The group stage where they qualified for the semis.
The match of the year. We're talking about quality. Are we talking about quality? You got to be on the grand stage to actually, because we're talking about across all sports.
It was good football.
You know what? I can come up with a great football quality match between, say, Fulham and Cardiff, for example, where they play. Who was it today who scored? 3-3 today. Like that's
Watford.
great quality.
You don't even know the team.
What today?
It was Watford and
Bournemouth or Brighton? No, I don't know.
Bournemouth. Watford and Bournemouth.
Okay, fine. So I can come up with it, but that shouldn't qualify because, like, you're talking strictly quality. You have to take into account the stage and the.
No, it's just my match of the year.
Oh, fine. Yeah.
I think like it's a quintessential matchup that you should watch.
Which one? The UEFA Champions
The
League.
UEFA Nations League. Nah, I'm just kidding. But can I make it into two matches, as in like a Champions League semi-final ties? Yeah, let's just do that. It's fun.
What are you talking about?
As in like you can couple two games together.
Okay, and what Malaysian? Vietnam?
No. Of course not. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Roma Liverpool Champions League semi-finals.
It wasn't even close.
2017. What do you mean? It was
What do you
like
mean 2018?
2018 this year. Yeah, the one where Liverpool made the final.
It wasn't even close. It was like 5-3 or wasn't it 5-2 or 2?
4-2.
4-2.
Roma won 4-2 in the last match, and they needed I think one more or two more.
No,
goals.
but that doesn't matter. Like, but
the match was like it was good, like crazy ass, good attacking, expansive football. Both of them were going like.
are you only talking about the second leg or talking about both legs?
Both legs.
So what was the result of the first leg? Was it 5-3?
5-2. No, let's check it.
Yeah.
There were a lot of goals in that match, and I remember.
But it wasn't a tight match towards the end, right? Like in the second leg, because Liverpool was having
They scored 2 goals. Who
scored 2 goals?
So it's 5-2, then 4-2 Roma. So there was only a one
but
goal
when
difference.
but when was the score? We need to look at the win. Like if Roma only piled on towards the end.
At the end, 86th, 90th. But you never know, right? It could have happened.
What? So then they needed
One more goal.
one more goal to
go
tie.
extra time. Yeah.
To tie. Yeah, but that 90th, that 86th and 90th, they had it in
Look
the
at
bag.
this. 24 to 6. Oh,
Oh no!
But
Look,
6
I gotta
shots on
say,
target.
maybe I didn't watch it properly. I don't think I did.
It was
But to me, it wasn't close.
It was good, expensive football.
It wasn't close. So,
was good, expensive football.
Until
Okay.
the 86th minute,
Stop
Liverpool.
witness
Hold on.
leading.
Liverpool was leading 7-4.
Can I go in my match of the year now? It's
Right.
Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. Boom. And that concludes the end of the Zero Credibility Sports Award. And wait, something's coming in right now. Justin has an input for one of the categories. For his biggest comeback of the year, he picked Derek the Big Bear Lewis to win the biggest comeback of the year when he came back and knocked out the Russian guy who was piling on him for 3 rounds of 3 minutes, and he managed to come back and throw a wild rabbit right hand.
Is he being serious on this?
Maybe it is. It's his personal.
Was that an undercard? That's not even a main card.
So it doesn't matter. It's for him. It might be the best comeback.
That's fine.
Not only that, but I bet you his favorite moment of that was the post-match interview where he said his balls were hot.
Let's not end on that. Anything else to say?
Yeah.
Is this your last one for a while because you're off?
Yeah, it is. And
so anything to... Why don't you just... when will you be back?
I'll be back soon. I don't know. I'll be back soon, guys. Don't worry about it.
Will United beat Tottenham?
I think they will.
You think so?
But I'll tell you guys, man, when I think about United, I think with my heart, not my brain.
That's true. So maybe that's a wrong question to ask.
All right.
Okay.
What do you think?
I don't think they will. I don't think they will.
All right. We leave it as
It's a win if they actually get a draw.
But anyways, more importantly, this concludes the end of the inaugural Zero Credibility Sports Award.
This concludes the end. There's a bit of a tautology there. But this just concludes the award, right?
This concludes the award show.
So are you saying there was a beginning of the end and now this is the end of the end?
Man, we're getting too technical for this shit. But yes, how great was this? This is probably way better than the ESPYs.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything is.
Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.